Hi, boys and girls. Another book for you today is about fish. You received these words last week. Here's the word for fish, and it shows a yellow, I believe it's an angelfish, but I'm not positive. It shows a fish, but this story is about something called the rainbow fish. It's by Marcus Pfister. It's a cool name, huh? And if you can notice, there are many colors on the fish and also some shiny things. We'll talk about that in a minute. So fish, about 2/3 of all fish live in the ocean. There's all different kinds. They are vertebrate. They have a backbone. And just like we do, feel your back, touch your back. You have a bone running up your spine, runs up and down your body and helps you stay upright. Well, this helps hold the fish together. They have a backbone. They're cold-blooded animals. We're warm-blooded. They have gills to breathe with. They can breathe underwater. Cool, huh? And they have thin, bony scales. So these are called scales. You don't have scales on your body. Fish do. If you were to feel this fish, it would feel a little bit rough. That's how it would feel. They come in many colors. I've got a yellow and black one here. I've got orange and blue and white and black, and blue and white and black, and a little pink and red one. He's hard to hold, he's small. So they come in all different colors. Some are red, bright red, yellow, blue or purple. Some have polka dots or stripes. Purple would be Mrs. Johnson's favorite, and Mrs. Briggs. And they vary in size. They come from really tiny, where you can barely see them, to really, really big. So fish are really interesting. They have fins, and they help them move in the water, and muscles control those fins. You've got muscles, right? And they're able to float because they have something called a swim or an air bladder, and they deflate it to go one way and inflate it to go the other. I'm gonna let you think about that for a minute, okay? While we read the story. The rainbow fish. Looks like the fish has lips, doesn't it? Here we go. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkly silver scales among them. Pretty, huh? The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call. "Come and play with us." But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer in the light. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many." "You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me." Wasn't very nice, was it? Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset, he told all of his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the rainbow fish. They turned away when he swam by. See, they're all swimming away. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day, he poured out all his troubles to the starfish. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish, "but if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you." The rainbow fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly, 2 eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. A little scary, huh? "I've been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves had told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." New book, sticky pages. There we go. "I can't," the rainbow fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales, my beautiful shiny scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without them?" Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. Rainbow fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale. The rainbow fish wavered. Only one very, very small shimmery scale, he thought. Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much, the little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing. So it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Look how pretty. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. Come on, rainbow fish, they called. Come and play with us. Here I come, said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. And there he goes, swimming after them. So, boys and girls, what do you think? It was mean of the other fish to at first ignore him, but it was mean of him not to share his scales. Once he shared with his friends, they all got along and played happily together. So this week, I want you to we'll send you a paper that looks like this. And maybe you can write the word fish on it. And maybe you can say something about the story, like how it made you feel, or how you felt for the rainbow fish or the little blue fish. You pick a part, and if you want to send it to us, that would be great. And then you could make a fish of your own. Remember those scales, they kind of look like this. Kind of look like U's if you turn it this way, the letter U. And they touch, they overlap. So maybe you could take a fish that's this shape, or a fish that's this shape, and you could color some rainbow scales of your own. I'll show you what I will do quickly. You could use colored pencils or crayons, and then maybe mom or dad has some aluminum foil around. You have to be careful. You could hurt yourself if you're ripping this or even cutting it. I just rip it. And there's a shinier side and a more dull side. And you could glue a few of those scales and make yourself your own rainbow fish. I hope you have a lot of fun, boys and girls. See you soon. Bye-bye.